everyone, Miss Harley Days here, and it's time for Saturday morning scares time. If you are new to the channel, hi, hello, I am Miss Harley Days, and every Saturday we get together and we watch scary analog horrors that I find on the internet, whether I find them or you at home suggest them to me to check out. This is one I did find on my own. It's a Spider-Man analog horror. And if you've been watching my channel for a while and you watch all my videos, such as like 5 Foot with Touch class and my gaming, and even sometimes these, I am a big Marvel nerd. Just comic book nerd, actually. Not even just Marvel. I like Marvel, DC, Dark Horse. I just like it all. So I was really excited to come across a Spider-Man analog horror. I don't know anything about this, but I am excited to check it out with you all. And we're gonna go ahead and get on to the first video, which is called Chapter 1, The Spider. August 1962. I've been friends with Peter Parker for a while. I was not just his friend. I was his only friend. He was a smart kid and he was constantly bullied. He lived with his uncle and aunt. His parents had disappeared a long time ago. One day we took a school trip to a science lab. I had no interest in going, but I decided to go anyways. He had eyes for this one girl, Gwen Stacy. The science lab was showing their tests and radioactive spiders. They're showing their test of radioactive spiders. They said one of them was missing somehow. Missing? What do you mean? I witnessed what happened next. He was taking pictures of the spiders when one landed on his hand, presumably the one that was missing, and bit him. So is this from crap, what's his friend's name? Osborn's point of view? Like, is this something that he's documenting? His aunt and uncle were concerned about the state he was in. Some old guy had been shot. It was not just an old guy. It was Peter's uncle. So we all know the story of Spider-Man, so it's a typical story. What, He was gone. Okay. And his window was wide open. So he doesn't just naturally get the Spider-Man powers. He's gonna like pretty much die first and then become a spider. Is that what I'm understanding? What was left of him. Spider-Man, what'd you do? Oh. Ew. Okay, now we're on to Chapter 2, The Fall of Vulture. Okay, Spider-Man. Who doesn't know Spider-Man? For real, like, who doesn't know him? This is like such a quiet video. I wish it was someone else reading because, guys, I suck at reading along. The Fall of Vulture. I was... excuse me. I was starting to wonder if Peter was on our side or if he kills for fun. Now we're on chapter 3, Spider Growth. Okay, so I'm starting to wonder, who are we looking, like, who are we watching, whose point of view are we watching from, if that makes sense. Like, at first I was like, oh, okay, it's his friend, you know, Osborn, but I'm starting to think that this might actually be, like, when Spider-Man got bit by the spider, he's in, like, 2 personas. And he's, like, talking about himself, because... at least that's the speculation I'm starting to have. I don't know that for sure, because there's a lot of things that's, like, proving me wrong right now. And as I'm playing it through my brain, I'm going, well, but it'd be kind of cool if that ended up being where this went, was, like, it's Spider-Man and Peter Parker trying to figure out each other. And they're, like, talking about each other in this. He was blind. What? Oh! I don't know why that didn't click for me. Daredevil. Okay. I'm dumb. Oh, what are the drawings? Show us the drawings. Okay, that one I could see being something that would be in the comic books, like being accurate for a comic book. Now we're on chapter 4, Spider Response. But, like, with all the comic books I have read growing up, there's been some dark storylines of Spider-Man. There's been some dark storylines. And, like, I could see that third picture they showed being what Spider-Man ends up becoming. Ooh. Wasn't there a storyline where it was his veins? Yeah, see? Ooh, we're gonna get footage? We were getting frustrated that he wouldn't respond. A couple days ago, I had an idea. Okay. Record him and just see what he does. It was broken. Oh, okay. The results were remarkable. I thought he was going to be like, it was broken. Ooh. I was amazed that he spoke. First time since late 1964. But it sounded different. It wasn't Peter who was talking. It sounded like someone else. After I checked the footage, he was back to being quiet. And the walls of his cell had dents in them. I knew how strong he was since he was able to rip vultures' wings off. But I wish he wouldn't talk to me. I wish he would talk to me in person. Oh god, he's gonna go in there, isn't he? Murder in the lab? Oh my gosh, he's gonna go in there and talk to him. We were getting bored of testing Peter. I've showed Gwen and the other scientists the footage of him speaking. Scientists were trying to come up with a name for him. Just ask him, hey, what do you want to be called? Some scientists would call him the Spider like he does in the video. Okay, yeah, that might be what he wants to go by. Others disagreed and decided to call him Spider-Man. Another group would call him Man-Spider. I still called him Peter. Gwen would sometimes get close to the cell and would put her hand on the glass barrier. Peter would be calm when she would do it, like if his human side was still intact. We had a TV set up on the counter outside his cell. He would often watch the TV. 2 days ago, we were watching Elvis Presley's '68 comeback special on NBC. He was watching it through the glass of his cell. Also, he likes Elvis. Who doesn't like Elvis's music? Gwen would bring food into his cell. Other scientists would try to do it, but he would try to attack them. Also, he likes Gwen. He's calm with her. One time in '67, we put a plate of fish and other seafood in front of him. He ate the whole thing. He's never usually eaten seafood. Impressive, okay. Gotta get that protein in. He's growing, he's changing, he's got a change of life coming on him. Gwen would, for some reason, read a story to him. I don't know why, but it seemed to keep him from trying to break the glass. Because he felt comfortable with her. I'd leave the room for Gwen to talk to him in private. One time I overheard her say to him that she knew about his crush on her in high school. And that she had some feelings as well. Yesterday, a scientist was trying to give him his dinner. Usually a person would have to open the glass corner, to put the plate inside and slide it over to him. The scientist was hesitant to go inside, but he did anyways. While the guy was walking and Peter ripped the bottom part of his mask off, usually what he does to be able to eat. I saw a little smirk on Peter's face, like he was planning something. He's gonna hurt the scientist, isn't he? That's when it got ugly. Peter lunged on it. Okay. So he likes human flesh. Okay, interesting. Why'd you take a picture? Well, I mean evidence, but don't show it to us, please. You're gonna show it to us, aren't you? Oh, it's not as disturbing as I thought it'd be. Yeah, that's Spider-Man. So they made him pass out, okay. Okay, this is chapter 6, 5 updates. I wish there was more like footage to this, you know? I just wish there was a little bit more footage here. First, I was getting calls from JJ, my boss, from the Daily. I have no idea how you say that. I still work there. Okay. He didn't like my photos of the villains that were being put in the newspaper. Show us the newspaper. Okay. Dr. Octavius. Fisk? Nice. Okay. They're bringing in a lot of, like, actual things that happen in the comic books. Like, all the characters from a comic book. Ooh. Okay. Oh, what's Aunt May got to say? Yeah, that sounds like an Aunt May thing to say. From May Parker. Dear, and then it's scratched out. I'm worried about Parker. I hope you're... It's so far away I can't read the screen that far away. It's written kind of small from where I'm sitting. Okay, so, but the deer, and then it's blacked out, there's an H. You can tell that's an H, I think. So is it Harry? It's like obvious that it's Harry, right? Yep, okay. That's exactly who we've been watching from the point of view of. Captain America, okay. Okay, now we're on chapter 7, the symbiote. So the symbiote, if I remember, it has to do with like the Venom storyline. So I'm like getting more and more like, oh my gosh, it's everything I remember. Okay. Pleased with my picture of the Fantastic Four. Especially with the pictures of Reed Richards and Sue Storm's wedding. Aww. So now we got the Fantastic Four included in this. There were more changes happening to Peter. Uh-oh. He got to the height of 6'9", and he had gotten skinnier. A month ago we gave him dinner, he smashed his plate, shattering it. So he's just getting angrier. He picked up one of the shards and cut a spider-like shape into his torso. I drew what it looked like as it was burned into my mind. Okay. We luckily started using plastic plates so he wouldn't keep cutting himself with broken shards. He can still figure out how to break the plastic though, I'm sure. He's strong enough to break it. 2 weeks ago something fell out of the sky into Central Park. Me and the other scientists went to go check it out. Police were present at the crash site. They let us check it out because of our scientist tags, and they knew we were where Oscorp was. Ugh. That was a mouthful of words. We looked down into the crater to see a gooey black substance moving around. It's Venom! It's Venom. Okay, if you've seen my videos for a while, you know I love Venom. Especially, like, just every different version of Venom. I just love Venom. I remember growing up, whenever I first saw the Venom movie, like, I was into the comic books, but then whenever the Venom movie came out, that just made me love him even more. And, like, I started reading even more Venom comic books, and my mom laughed because I was always like, Mom, whenever Venom and Carnage came out, the second Venom movie came out, I was like, Mom, we need to go see it. I want to see my sassy little Pringle. I call Venom a sassy Pringle for some reason, and, like, my mom, like, loves to remind me of that. Like, whenever she finds a comic book, she's like, oh, look, it's your sassy Pringle. I'm like, oh, no. It's just... He's sassy and salty towards people. I just love it. The attitude he has. Ooh. It squirmed and crawled to the exit of Dr. Octavius, but Dr. Octavius was able to put a jar over it and closed it before it could get out. After the pandemics cleared the body out, we began to study the creature. We refer to it as a symbiote. The other scientists called it Venom. I don't know why. Peter seemed to be attracted to it, like it was calling his name. We discovered that it needed a host to survive, yet it would make the person aggressive and bring out their bad traits. Now he just gets really sassy. It also hated fire, we found out when I ignited a lighter to light a cigarette. Yesterday I accidentally dropped a metal tray on the floor and the symbiote started to freak out. It didn't like loud noises. We studied with other sounds, but the main noise it hated was loud frequencies. But for some reason we couldn't figure out why Peter was attracted to it. He would get up close to the glass and would scratch at it. The symbiote did the same in the jar. It's almost like some sort of symbiotic bond. Are they gonna let the thing in there with Peter? This is chapter 8, The Escape. Sorry, I'm like way too wrapped up at the moment. Sorry. Just put it in there with him and see what happens. Peter had enough. Ooh. Is Peter gonna kill him? I would be too. I mean, he kind of asked for it. His spider senses are coming in. Ooh. Ooh. That's not a pretty sight. Who was it then? Oh. I ran out into the parking lot and got in my car for safety. I watched Peter rip the door open and stand in the lot in front of me. So he broke out. Like, no question about it. And now he's probably gonna go, he was holding the jar. Now he's Venom. We are Venom. With the way that everything has been going, I think we're going to go ahead and end the video here. This was really good. Definitely something I'm going to bring back in the future, just because this was really good and I want to react to it some more. But there's so much to the story to like process and take in that I think I want to go ahead and end it here and save the rest for another video. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. And guys, I will be sure to link the channel down below. This was Jess Preston. I will be sure to link the channel down below so you can go check them out for yourself. Guys, go give them the views, go give them some likes, because without them making this content, we wouldn't be able to make this reaction video to it. But I really enjoyed filming this. This was really good. The nerd lover in me and the horror lover in me loved this combo here. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. And if you know of any scary videos out there, go ahead and comment them down below. And if I choose to react to them, I will give you a shout out. But that does it for this video. Remember, as always, I am Miss Harley Days. Goodbye.